We're back here in Port Angeles for Game 3, the rubber match of this series versus the Portland Pickles and the Port Angeles Lefties. It's Caden Taylor to lead things off here against the Lefties starting pitcher. As he takes the first pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Lefties getting things started a couple minutes ahead of schedule here. First pitch scheduled for 6:35. It was delivered at 6:33. The 2-1 up high. Makes it ball 3 now. It's Tim Hudson on the mound this afternoon for Port Angeles. This is 3-1 is cut on and grounded softly over to second base. Ethan Wood makes the grab at first instead, cuts it off before it can get out there to second, and makes the toss over to first in time for the first out of the inning. So 1 up, 1 down here for the Pickles here in the top of the first. First pitch in there to Branson Hong. The shortstop is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Hong last night in the Pickles 3-0 victory as he grounds out over to shortstop. That was George Smith on the throw over to first. Hong last night as he's 0 for 1 today. Was not in the starting lineup. And in game 1 of the series, went 0 for 3. So he's 0 for 4 on the series now. As here is the right fielder who was the designated hitter last night, M.D. Connor, as he takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Wind blowing softly out to left field. The 0-1 is just outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Overcast here at Civic Field just past 6:35 p.m. as we get going here in this one. Lefties starting pitcher Tim Hudson looking for a clean first inning. That's fouled back into the cage out there. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and that is called strike 3 on the edge. Tim Hudson strikes out the third batter of the inning, and a 1-2-3 retire the side inning for the Portland Pickles to kick things off here today. We now go to the bottom of the first inning. It is the Lefties, the top of the order, Jordan Daniels, Carter Enoch, and Ethan Wood when we come back. Jordan Daniels, his first appearance in the leadoff spot, at least in this homestand so far. Game 3 of 6 of the homestand and 3 of 3 in the series. Lefties took game 1 7-0, a shutout victory, and suffered the same fate last night in a 3-0 loss. They look to even their record back out to 500 today. The first pitch is up high and away to Jordan Daniels. 1-0 count. One ball, no strikes. To the Port Angeles Lefties right fielder, and that is in there, called a strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike here to Daniels. That is just down low below his zone. 2-1 now. Lefties batting lineup tonight. As we take a look at it here, is leading off Jordan Daniels as he takes that one just outside for a ball. 3-1 count now. Then the catcher, Carter Enoch, first baseman Ethan Wood, Caleb Campbell, who hit the home run in game 1 in the cleanup spot. Then Nathan Huey, the designated hitter, Caden Young in left field, Brady Sprague playing second base, George Smith at shortstop, who made the putout back in the top half of the first inning, as that pitch is thought to be ball 4 by Daniels, but he is called back into the box by the umpire. Fills up the count 3-2. Sam Manisic hitting ninth for the Port Angeles Ball Club. 3-2 now to Daniels, leading off the bottom half of the first inning here. And that is down low and away. Ball 4 to Daniels now. Daniels gets on first here with nobody out. And early traffic here for the Lefties. It's time tonight to take a look at the Portland Pickles defense. It is the starting pitcher, Ari Kligman, on the mound. Then Braden Reese behind the plate. Tanner Johns, who started the series in right field at first base today. Caden Taylor at second. Branson Hong at short. Kovac at third base. M.D. Connor in right field. Mac Evans in center. And Kyle Mamarian in left. The first pitch to Enoch is up high and away for a ball. 1-0 to him now. The 1-0 gets in there for a strike. It's 1-1 now. Pickoff attempt on Daniels, not in time. The runner stays put at first base. Enoch in game 1 of this series did not play, as that is outside for a ball. Last night, though, came in and pinch hit for the center fielder, Wes Lynch. Was replaced by Sam Manisic defensively. Went 0 for 1. This is his first start of the homestand. 2 balls, 1 strike on the way. Down low, called a ball. 3-1 now. To the Port Angeles catcher. And here's the green light pitch. Swung on, hit foul, off towards the right side. It's 3-2 now. Just behind on it there. It's the 3-hitter, the power-hitting first baseman from Regis University. Well, that's where he spent his spring, at least, Ethan Wood. 3-2. Pitch on the way, down low. Runner off with the pitch, no throw, and there's runners on first and second here for the power hitting first baseman. A chance for the Lefties to get things started here early, bottom of the first, and when they lacked offense last night, this is a good sign for this Lefties offense. Did not get a run across the plate last night. Now there's runners on first and second with nobody out for Ethan Wood. First pitch to him, taken inside a ball, 1-0 now. Kligman finds the strike zone there. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Really trying to stay towards the corners on Ethan Wood. He had 15 home runs at Regis University this past spring. Do not want to leave one over the plate here. One ball, 1 strike on the way. Swung on, shot into left field. It's going to get down. Daniels getting the wave around third. The throw cut off to the plate. It is bobbled and dropped, not in time. The Lefties get on the board here in the bottom of the first inning. RBI single from Ethan Wood. Runners swap places, still on first and second, and the Lefties are on the board.
Third baseman from Centralia College, number 30, Caleb Campbell.
It is now the man who had the home run in the first game of this series, Caleb Campbell, playing third base tonight. Sets, pitch on the way from Kligman. It is down at the bottom of the zone for strike 1. Bottom middle area. Right on the black there. 0-1 from Kligman now. To Campbell. It is down low in the dirt. He can't find it. Both runners are going to advance, and now they are both in scoring position here in a 1-1 count with nobody out for the man with the homer in this series. One ball, 1 strike to Campbell. Down low. 2-1. Kligman sets, trying to escape the damage here. That is down low, and a 3-1 count is not the kind of count you want to be in for someone that hit a home run onto 3rd Street out there in game 1 of this series. 3 balls, 1 strike to Campbell, and a chance for some early damage here for the Lefties. Kligman fires down low, ball 4, and the bases are loaded here for the designated hitter, Nathan Huey. There's going to be a discussion on the mound here. Doesn't look like a pitching change, but there is action at this point in the Pickles bullpen. A right-hander getting loose.
The designated hitter, number 34, Nathan Huey.
And now it's Nathan Huey with the bases loaded and a chance to do some damage. Last night, Huey pinch hit for Caden Young. Did go 0 for 1, but in game 1 of this series, picked up a hit and later came around to score in that 7-0 victory. The first pitch misses down low. It's 1 ball, no strikes here to the designated hitter. 1-0. Lefties looking to capitalize here with the bases loaded. That is on the lower outside corner, called a strike. Good location there from Ari Kligman. Shot left side, hard hit. It is fielded by the shortstop and not in time to second base. The Lefties pick up another run with an infield hit, and it is 2-0 here with the bases loaded still and a chance to do more damage here in the bottom of the first inning.
The left fielder from the University, number 30.
Branson Hong fielded the ground ball on the run, but a diving attempt from Luke Kovac was the only chance the Portland Pickles had of getting it out there. It was such a slow roller, and Kovac couldn't get to it on the dive. By the time Hong picked it up, there was no play anywhere. Caden Young in now from Fordham University. One ball, no strikes here to Young. Up high. Ball 2, 2-0 now. Young, 5'11", 200 pounds. He's able to drive the ball. And he waves and misses, trying to do just that. 2-1 count now. Young really looking to do some damage here. Two and one. In there for strike 2. Evens out the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ari Kligman finished this year at Sacramento State University with a 2.61 ERA and 10 1/3 innings pitched for Sacramento State. He's a returner for the Portland Pickles. Was on the all-team West Coast League last year as the count fills up to 3-2 now, but does not look to have it today. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 runs already in, 1 via base hit, and 1 via infield single. And that's shot back up the middle. Caden Young cashes in here. The wave given to the second runner. He's coming in to score, and the Lefties get 2 more here early in the first. 4-0 ball game here in Port Angeles. And that will bring up
a second baseman from Corbin University.
The second baseman, Brady Sprague.
Brady Sprague.
Still nobody out here for the Lefties, and another runner in scoring position for Sprague. Hacks at the first pitch and drives it foul. It's 0-1. It was Ethan Wood and Caleb Campbell that came around to score on that single from Caden Young. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Sprague. It is hacked at and missed. Or fouled back, excuse me. 0-2 now. Oh, and 2 to Sprague. looking to stay alive here. And that is just inside, missing barely. It's 1-2 now. Did not miss the strike zone by much there. Very close. But Sprague gets the call. It's 1-2. Given new life here. Let's see what he does with it. Shot right field down the line and trailing foul out of play. It's 1-2. We'll do it again. One-two count here to Sprague. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Fastball up high. Gets the wave. And that is the first out of the inning. It comes via strikeout swinging. It's runners on first and second. And now George Smith, the lefty shortstop, coming to bat.
Number 32, George
Sam Matisich on deck. Matisich was one of the team leaders in home runs last year. They'd love to pass the baton on to him here. First pitch taken inside edge for a strike. 0-1. It is in there. Now strike two to George Smith. Quickly ahead, Ari Kligman. Lefties have already cashed in here. But they'd certainly love more here in the bottom of the first inning. Get ahead as much as possible. 0-2 now. Here's the pitch on the way. It is swung on, grounded right side, and foul off towards the first base dugout. The count remains 0-2. George Smith nodding his head as if he's on it, expecting what's next. Is able to maybe sit fastball, adjust to off speed, and drive it foul there. Oh, 0-2. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Down goes George Smith. The second strikeout and the second out of the inning for Ari Kligman and the Pickles. And that will now bring up the center fielder, Sam Matisich.
Number 11, Sam Matisich.
Matisich waiting. From Kligman. He tries to drop down a bunt with 2 outs. An interesting approach there. It goes foul. It's 0-1. Here with 2 gone in the inning. Matisich looking to do some damage. Second baseman trailing off of the bag was sitting there for a pickoff attempt. That being Caden Taylor. And here is the 0-2 to Sam Matisich. We're waiting from Ari Kligman. He's given up 4 here in the first inning, all earned. Looking to stop the bleeding here. Matisich looking to maybe just poke one into that right center field gap. Instead, it's in the dirt. Both runners take off. He can't find the ball. Donald Ray, the head coach, gives them the stop sign at second and third. But now both runners sit in scoring position once again in a 1-2 count to Sam Matisich here. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 men out here in the inning. Matisich awaiting from Kligman. It is in there. Called strike 3. Fastball sits Sam Matisich down. So he does record 3 strikeouts in the inning, but also gives up 4 runs. As a pitcher, You don't know if that's a sacrifice that you're willing to make in the first inning. We go to the top of the second here. Lefties look to protect their lead early on here. It's the cleanup hitter now, Braden Reese, to lead things off here in the top of the second inning for the Portland Pickles.
What's this number again? 18? Yeah.
Pitch on the way, down low, called a ball. 1-0 now. That slider finds the zone. It's 1-1 now. Can't find the zone with the fastball. Goes straight to the breaking ball to Braden Reese. 1-1. Curveball finds the zone. 1-2 now. Went fastball, and now 2 straight off speeds here to Braden Reese. Reese in the first game of this series, 1 for 3, as that is down low for ball 2. And last night, Reese did not play. That's up high for a ball. So he's searching for his second hit of the series as the count approaches 3-2. And it's Tim Hudson on the mound. Kicks 3-2, fires the payoff. It is ball 4, just below the zone. And the dreaded leadoff walk here in the second inning. Didn't miss by much. Hudson wanted that, didn't get the call. And now it is the first baseman, Tanner Johns. That is in there for a strike, the first pitch. That's fouled back. Hudson gets ahead 0-2 now. He sits him down. Strike 3. And Hudson records the first strikeout of the inning. And his second on the day. 1 down here with 1 on for Tim Hudson. Pickoff move back to first, not in time. Tim Hudson finished his season at Citrus College with 57 and 2/3 innings pitched, 59 strikeouts, averaging just over 1 per inning, 3.59 earned run average, and an average of 1.23 walks hits per innings pitched. That is fouled back. It's 1-1 to Busby. Trevor Busby awaiting, swings and sends one down the line in right field, foul. It's 1-2 still. A 1-2 down low evens out the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Fouled back towards the left side and out of play. Count remains 2-2 here with 1 out. And Braden Reese leading off of first base. That's down low and inside. Nearly gets him. Kicks away from the catcher, Carter Enoch, but tailed down before the runner can advance. It's a full count now with 1 out. Hudson looking for a ground ball. Three-two grounded, fair ball down the right side. It kicks off the glove of Wood and goes into foul territory. The throw to first base not in time and knocked away. So an error there on Ethan Wood brings runners on first and second here with 1 out. And it'll be the center fielder, Mac Evans.
Fielder number 23, Mac Evans.
This is Evans' first at bat tonight. Game 1 of the series and the shutout loss. He recorded 1 hit and 3 at bats, and last night went 1 for 4 and one of the runners to come around to score in the 3-0 victory for the Portland Pickles. That's down low and away. Gets away from Enoch behind the plate. Both runners advance on the wild pitch. And it's 1-0 now. Pickles threatening to claw back from the 4-0 early deficit. Hudson here looking for a strikeout or a shallow fly ball that prevents the runner on third, Braden Reese, from tagging up. That is waved at and missed. 1-1 now. Gets back in the count with a fastball by the hands of Mac Evans. That one in there as well. 1-2 gets ahead and is 1 strike away from putting himself in a very good position to get out of the inning. Both runners in scoring position here for Tim Hudson. And that is a curveball. Chopped to the right side. Wood off his glove again. This time gets a flip in time to first base, but a run does score. Braden Reese comes across to score on the play.
The third baseman, number 1, Luke Kovac.
And Tanner Johns standing at third now. That's Trevor Busby standing at third with 2 outs. And a 1-0 count to the third baseman, Luke Kovac. Kovac got the start at shortstop last night. That's fouled away, 1-1. And went 0 for 3. Did record an RBI with a sacrifice fly. Or that was the sacrifice bunt, in the 7th inning. As that's waved at and missed, it becomes 1-2 now. Hudson with some traffic in the 2nd inning. He's handled it well. Ahead in a 2-strike count now to the third baseman, Luke Kovac. 1 strike away from getting out of this with minimal damage. That's up high. Doesn't find the zone. 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch on the way. Fastball driven over to second base quickly. Brady Sprague is there to make the play. So that is the 3rd out of the inning. We go now to the bottom of the 2nd where the Lefties hold on to a 4-1 lead and look to expand on it when we come back. Bottom of the 2nd inning here, and a familiar sight. Jordan Daniels leading off both innings so far today. Here in just a moment. A throwdown, and Daniels steps over to the box. Jordan Daniels led off the bottom of the 1st inning.
Jordan Daniels!
And he did it with a walk and later came around to score. He steps in now and awaiting Ari Kligman's first pitch. That is low and away for a ball, 1-0. Kligman in the 1st inning threw 42 pitches, 23 of those strikes. Faced all 9 batters of the Lefties lineup. Walked 3. Gave up 4 runs, all of them earned. 3 hits. But did manage to strike out all 3 outs. They left him out there for the 2nd inning. Trusting that maybe he got a feel for it after recording those 3 strikeouts later in the inning. He did give up early damage, but bounced back. Jordan Daniels awaiting the 1-1. It is called a strike on the outside edge. 1-2 now. One ball, 2 strikes. Jordan Daniels looking to reach base for the second time today. Check swing. Did he go around? He held back, says the first base umpire. And the count moves to 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes here to the one-hitter, Jordan Daniels. He watches that one just off the inside edge. A big league take there in a 2-strike count makes it 3-2. Three and two, nobody out. Pitch on the way. Swung on, grounded towards the left side. It is Kovac on his way to first. A jumping grab by the first baseman and a tag applied. Heads up play there from Tanner Johns over at the bag. And one gone here in the bottom of the second inning. A high throw from Kovac saved by Johns at first. He leapt up and laid the tag down on his way back to the ground. Carter Enoch, the catcher, in now as he checks swings. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. And it is 1-0 here. Swung on, shot, center field, right center field, base hit for Enoch. He rounds first, takes a look, and that was a rocket off the bat for a base hit here in the bottom of the second inning. Enoch swinging a hot bat right now. That'll bring up the first baseman, James Wood. Or excuse me, not James Wood, the major league player. Ethan Wood, the first baseman out of Regis University. Wood takes the first pitch into center field. Evans coming in on it and makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Or the second out of the inning, excuse me. After the leaping grab by the first baseman to tag Jordan Daniels to lead off the inning. That'll bring in Caleb Campbell with big expectations after his Game 1 home run. A check swing there. He went around, says the home plate umpire. And it's 0-1. That's up high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Campbell now, playing third base tonight. The homer in Game 1 was his only hit. Went 1 for 4. As that is watched, upper inside edge, a curveball finds the zone for a strike. Ari Kligman, 1 strike away from having a very effective bounce-back inning after the 4-run first. The 1-2 to Campbell as he looks on. Kicks and fires. Down low in the dirt. Runner moving. The throw down to first. Second is not in time. It was Carter Enoch taking off from first towards second base. And it's a 2-2 count with 2 out here. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning for Caleb Campbell with now a runner in scoring position. Kligman looks back and fires. Fastball fouled away, and the count remains the same, 2-2. The 2-2 again on the way, and again fouled away. Still 2-2 here with 2 outs. Campbell looking for his second RBI of the homestand. Two and two with 2 outs here. Pitch on the way. That's up high, and we have a new count after 3 pitches. It's now 3-2. A tough at bat here from Caleb Campbell. A battle on either side. Ari Kligman and Campbell at the plate. Who's going to win it? The payoff pitch fouled back, and we will see another one here. It's 3-2 again. Three and two. Still 2 outs. Kligman looking for a bounce back inning that's clean. Curveball up high. Doesn't break down enough to get into the zone or touch the bat of Caleb Campbell. And the second strikeout of the inning and the 5th of the day. Excellent work in a bounce back inning for Ari Kligman. And we go to the top of the 3rd, where the Pickles look to continue bouncing back from the early 4-0 deficit. They got 1 in the top of the 2nd inning. They look for another one here. Kyle Mamarian stepping in to lead things off in the bottom of the third of the 3rd inning. And the first pitch is up high for a ball from Tim Hudson. Swung on, hit right field, and Daniels barely has to move, takes a couple steps back and to his left to make the grab there, and there's 1 out in the inning. After Mamarian, it turns back over to the top of the order, so Caden Taylor coming here for the Portland Pickles. Now's a good time to take a look at their batting lineup tonight. It is Taylor leading off the order, Branson Hong at shortstop, batting second, M.D. Connor in right field, Braden Reese, the cleanup hitter, Tanner Johns, Trevor Busby, Mac Evans, Luke Kovac, and Kyle Mamarian, who we just saw and was just retired. The 0-1 to Caden Taylor is up high for a ball. Taylor playing second base tonight for Portland. And that is up high at the top of the strike zone for 1 and 2. Hudson looking to win the battle. This is shot in left field down the line. Trailing foul. Gets out of play. One ball, 2 strikes here, and 1 out. To the second baseman for Portland. It is outside a ball. Count evens out at 2 and 2. Taylor 0 for 1 tonight. And that is in there, called strike 3 on the outside edge. Tim Hudson's 3rd strikeout tonight, 2nd via looking, and there's 2 gone here in the inning.
The shortstop, number 50, Branson Hawk.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Branson Hong. That just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. That is shot center field, trailing towards the right side of center field, and unbelievable, trailing back on the run over the shoulder catch from the center fielder, Sam Matisich, the returning player. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Lefties look to expand on their early lead. It's Nathan Huey to kick things off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Port Angeles Lefties. It is Ben Thompson, fresh on the bump for the Portland Pickles. They let Ari Kligman get his bounce-back inning, but after that, they go to Thompson as he fires the first pitch in there for a strike. That is outside, and it's 1-1. That's just outside. It's 2-1 now. Thompson for Olone College pitched 26 innings and gave up 26 hits and 24 runs this season for the Renegades. 2-2. To Nathan Huey, the left-handed designated hitter tonight, as he waves and misses at strike 3. So Thompson comes in the game and immediately strikes out the first batter he sees, swinging goes Nathan Huey, and that'll bring up the Fordham kid, Aiden Young. He's playing left field tonight for the Port Angeles Lefties. A visually pleasing jersey matchup tonight. Bright blue and orange with a white stripe across the chest for the Port Angeles Lefties within white pants. And the Pickles have a forest green, or I guess they probably call it pickle green, jersey with a pickle logo on top, and it says Portland right across the chest. In gray pants with stirrup socks up to the knee. The 0-1 from Thompson. Down low, called a ball 1-1. It's in there, 1-2. That's down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. That's shot center field, and it is going to get down behind the glove of second baseman Caden Taylor for a base hit. Caden Young wins the battle and gets on here with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lefties have traffic once again. Now it's the second baseman, Brady Sprague. That's Young's 2nd hit tonight. Pitch on the way, down low, a ball. 1-1 here. It's 1-0 here to Sprague. It is down at the bottom of the strike zone, 1-1. One and one. Down at the bottom of the strike zone. Throw down to catch a stealing Caden Taylor as he is in there. And a 1-2 count now. The runner leading off second is Taylor after the stolen base. Brady Sprague looking to capitalize here with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Base hit could score him. He's got the steal. He's got the speed to steal a bag. He's got the speed to steal home on a base hit into center field. It's 2-2 now. And the pitch to Sprague is down low, just below the strike zone. 3-2 now, with 1 on and 1 out in the inning. Three and two, 1 out. Lefties lead 4-1, and that is off the plate, called ball 4. And there's runners on first and second here after a 1-out walk. That brings up the shortstop, George Smith.
The shortstop from Regents University, number 32, George
Smith picked up 2 hits in the first game of this series. He went 2 for 4. And last night, pinch hit for Madden Akko in the 9th inning, did not get on base, as that is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Smith 0 for 1 tonight. Awaiting the 0-1 pitch here with 1 out. Pitch on the way. Waved at and missed. Strike 2 now. Ben Thompson on the mound here, looking to escape the damage that the lefties are threatening here. First and second here. Young on second and Sprague on first. Pitch on the way. Down low, a ball. Stopped by the backstop, the catcher behind the plate, Braden Reese. One and two, one out here to George Smith. Swung on, shot over the glove of a diving Caden Taylor, and the stop sign is held up at third base for Caden Young, but George Smith gets action here, his first hit of the night, his third of the homestand, and that brings up the lefties leader in home runs from last year, Sam Matisich. With a chance to do some real damage here. He's shown in the past, especially last year with a walk-off home run, that he has got the power to drive that out of the ballpark. Doing so here would blow this game open early. That's down low for a ball. It's 1-0. Shot center field on a line, backing up is Evans. He will make the grab, but it is deep enough to advance both runners. So a sac fly here for Sam Matisich brings in the fifth run of the ball game. Lefties lead 5-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. A sac fly moves runners to first and third.
Number 22, Jordan Daniels.
Excuse me, there were bases loaded. The sac fly moved the ones from second and third. And it's a fresh count here to the top of the order, Jordan Daniels. Lefties now with a 4-run lead once again, as that is cut on and missed. Daniels tried to make this game 8-1 with one swing right there. Oh, 1 pitch on the way from Thompson is in there. 1-2 now.
Oh.
Oh, 2 with 2 outs. Daniels trying to keep the inning alive. Base hit scores the run that is outside. He watches it, and the count evens out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He leaves that one. Looked like strike 3 was just a bit low. And now the count is 2-2. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Fastball gets Jordan Daniels. The lefties strand 2, but they do cash in 1. We go to the 4th inning here, and the lefties have a 5-1 lead. Top of the fourth inning here. It is still Tim Hudson on the mound for Port Angeles, as he's allowed 1 run through 3 innings. The first pitch just misses to the designated hitter, M.D. Connor. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch on the way. It is just up high. 2 balls now, and no strikes. Connor ahead, as that is skied towards the left side of the infield, but foul out of play. 2-1 now. The 2-1 in there as well evens out the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. The 2-2 just down low fills up the count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's 3-2 to the right fielder. It is shot into center field. Going back on it and making the read. Getting there in time is Matisich in center field for the first out of the inning. Matisich's second catch of the night. Out there in center field. That'll bring up the catcher, Braden Reese. Here's the pitch on the way. Just misses inside to Braden Reese. It gets away from Hudson on the mound. A tricky throwback from Enoch behind the plate. One and one now after the swing and a miss. One and one here with 1 out. Here's the pitch on the way from Hudson. Cut on and fouled back off the catcher. It's 1-2. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes from Hudson to Reese. The kick, the pitch on the way, skied right side out of play, however, and it's 1-2. One and two. Just down low. Gets away from Enoch behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And Hudson working with 2s. It is a slider that just misses the outside edge. It's 3-2 now. Up and in, ball 4, gets away from Enoch behind the plate. Runner on here with 1 out.
Baseman number 7, Tanner Johns.
It's Tanner Johns now with 1 gone in the inning. Pickles have traffic for the second time tonight. cut on and fouled back. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike here to Tanner Johns. Pitch on the way. Waved that and missed. A back pick attempt to first, and they got him in a pickle. They're going to run him over to second base. Tag applied by the second baseman, Brady Sprague. And a back pick attempt by the catcher, Carter Enoch, successful for the second out of the inning. They had the pickle in a pickle there, and that's the second out of the inning. An 0-1 count here to Tanner Johns. It is 0-1 ball, 1 strike now. That's waved at and missed. It was 1-2. That was strike 3, and that was Tim Hudson. His 4th strikeout of the night. He is spinning a gem through 4 innings pitched. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and the Lefties sit comfortably with a 4-run lead. It's Carter Enoch, the catcher for the Port Angeles Lefties, stepping in, leading things off in the bottom of the 4th inning. That is fouled back. It's 0-1. He's quickly behind in the count. The 0-1 just misses, evens out the count to the catcher here. One and one here. Shot center field. It is Evans under it. Jogs over, makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Had time to pitch a tent before that thing fell down. There's 1 out here in the inning.
First baseman from Wright State University, number 24, Ethan Wood.
Pitch on the way, just up high to Ethan Wood, the power-hitting left-hander. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. It is a curveball up high. Wood gets ahead 2-0. It is just down low. 3 balls, no strikes here to the lefties first baseman. It's still Ben Thompson out there on the mound for the lefties. Ethan Wood taking till he gets a strike. That one right down Broadway. Ben Thompson waits for an opportunity. The 3-1 shot. Right field. This is hit a mile in the air and gets over the wall. Ethan Wood. A solo shot here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The lefties have a 6-1 lead. That one sounded different off the bat and got over the right center field fence. It is 6-1.
The third baseman from Centralia College, number 30, Caleb.
After Ethan Wood goes yard there in the bottom of the 4th inning, in steps the other guy who's done it this homestand, Caleb Campbell, with an opportunity to do something special here. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That's up and away, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes here to Campbell. He tried to do the same thing as Wood there, couldn't quite get up there with the high fastball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike here. We're lucky the window's closed up here in the press box, otherwise we might have felt the wind off that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes now after the called strike at the bottom of the zone. Thompson trying to do damage control, curveball, and a check swing, and appeal down to the first base umpire, and he did not realize they were appealing. He did not think there was enough of a check swing to appeal. Campbell probably agrees. He does not go. 3-2 here with 1 out. Pitch on the way to Campbell. It is down low, ball 4. And the lefties have a runner on here with 1 out after scoring 1 on the solo shot by Ethan Wood.
Designated hitter number 34, Nathan Huey.
It is now the left-handed designated hitter, Nathan Huey. In there for a strike, 0-1. It's the Fordham University Caden Young on deck. Shot, right center field, has a chance, gets down, base hit. The stop sign held up at second base for Campbell. The throw way up there, but the third baseman, Luke Kovac, does manage to jump and stop the throw. So a base hit from Nathan Huey brings up the left fielder, Caden Young. First and second here with still only 1 out in the inning. Runner in scoring position. Caleb Campbell. It's Huey on first base. Caden Young takes that one low for a ball. 1-0. Gets ahead in the count. That's fouled away. 1-1 with 1 out to the left fielder, Caden Young. Young was the designated hitter last night for the Port Angeles Lefties. as that is shot left field. That's got a chance towards the corner, and it's down for a base hit. One run's going to score. Caleb Campbell gets to the plate. That was a shot off the bat, and an RBI double for Caden Young. The Lefties lead 7-1 with one out in the fourth inning. This is more along the lines of what they were seeing in Game 1 and hoped to see in Game 2. They're going to come talk to Ben Thompson. Possibly get him going from this game. Doesn't look like he's going to take the ball from him. There's nobody coming from the Pickles side, so it looks like he'll stay out there. Nope. They are going to bring somebody in from the bullpen. Going to read on the number. It's number 5. So that out of the bullpen is not listed on the Portland Pickles lineup card. It is Gannon McGeen. And we will be right back with Gannon McGeen's collegiate stats this spring right after the break. So we come back here in the bottom of the fourth inning with traffic on the base paths. On third base, it is Nathan Huey and Caden Young on second for the new arm, as walking to the plate is Brady Sprague. The Lefties with a 7-1 lead, contrary to what the scorebug says. Now it's 7-1 in this contest and on the broadcast. Second and third here. Pitch on the way, up high for a ball. The left-hander from Pacific University threw 7 innings for them this season. 33 batters faced, allowed 1 home run and 7 hits, a 10.29 earned run average, giving up 8 earned runs in 7 innings. A 1-1 count now to the right-handed Lefties second baseman Brady Sprague. Pitch on the way. Infield playing in here, anticipating a ground ball. If it is hit on the ground, they will try to limit the runner running to the plate. And it is shot left side. They will look the runner back and go to first. It is Luke Kovac at third making the throw across the diamond. And there's 2 gone here in the inning. That brings up George Smith, the shortstop for the Port Angeles Lefties tonight.
George Smith.
Gannon McGeen comes in and gets the first out that he was asked to come get. As the first pitch to George Smith is in there for a strike. It's Huey on third and Taylor on second here. Or, excuse me, Young on second. As that's just above the head of the catcher back there, but bounces off the backstop fast enough for Braden Reese to get back to the ball without runners advancing. So it's 1-1 with one out. One and one. 2 outs here to George Smith. Foul back. Was looking fastball there. Got the bat around quickly. Didn't quite connect. That's up and away. Misses. 4-2. So it's 2-2 with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. And the Lefties really looking to drive in at least one of those 2 runners with a base hit. Although Young has the speed to score from second. That is up and away. Ball 3 fills up the count. And a big payoff pitch coming here. Lefties looking to add on more. Up by 6. They could make it 8 with a base hit here. Shot right side, foul. And we will do it again. Three and 2 with 2 outs. Still. We'll have a second payoff pitch here from Gannon McGee. It is waved at and missed by George Smith. Strike 3. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Pickles strand 2, but the Lefties, they tack on in the 4th inning, including a solo shot from Ethan Wood. We go to the top of the 5th, and the Lefties now lead by 6. It's Trevor Busby to kick things here off in the 5th inning. Lefties have a sizable 6-run lead here. And this is shot to shallow center field. It is Matisic getting under it, making the call. And 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning.
The center fielder, number 23, Mac Evans.
It's now Mac Evans. With 1 out. And the first pitch is in there for a strike right down Broadway. A fastball makes it 0-1. Shot left center field, and it will get down. The first base hit of the ball game for the Portland Pickles turns into a stand-up, or what would be a stand-up double. He slid to get in there, but probably could have gotten in there standing. The Lefties do give up their first hit of the ball game. They were working on 4 no-hit innings up until that point, giving up the run on an error.
Now hitting for the Portland Pickles, number 4, Grafton Stroud.
And Grafton Stroop up here with 1 on and 1 out here in the second inning. Or, excuse me, runner on second is what I was looking at. First pitch is in there for a strike. We are in the top of the 5th inning here. The run had scored on an error back in the second inning. It is 0-2. The 0-2 is shot right back to the mound. They've got him in a pickle. Once again, a pickle in a pickle. And the shortstop will just run him down and tag him. George Smith, no throw to second. So it is a makeshift double, although it counts as a fielder's choice and an advance on a no throw. He will get to first base.
Number 11, Kyle Mamarian.
And this will bring up the left fielder, Kyle Mamarian. Two outs here in the inning. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Gets by Enoch behind the plate to the backstop. It's a 1-1 count, and the runner advances to third. One and one here with 2 outs. Runner on third would keep clawing away at the deficit. Tim Hudson fires, and it's above the zone, 2-1.
It's clean. It's not fucking me. It's just you me. Yeah.
2-1. That is called a strike at the bottom of the strike zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes now here for the Port Angeles Lefties, and Tim Hudson, who looks to complete his 5th inning of 1-run work and is 1 strike away from doing so. That is grounded foul down the right field line. And the count remains 2-2 here. So Stroop actually pinch hit it for Luke Kovac in the 8-hole. Still 2-2 with 2 out. And a runner 90 feet away. Tim Hudson looking to finish this gem right here. Fly ball, right field. Jordan Daniels sitting under it. Takes a couple steps in. And 5 innings for Tim Hudson. 1 run allowed. What a day from Hudson. He finishes the night likely with action in the Lefties bullpen with 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, 1 double allowed, the only hit, and 1 run that was earned. A great night for Tim Hudson. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be back after the break.
Need of a quick drink.
As we lean off the bottom of the 5th inning here, it is Sam Matisich who had a sac fly earlier to cash in a run in the 3rd inning. It's 1-0. That is waved at and missed. It is now 1-1 from Matisich. And the Lefties sit on a cushion of a 6-run lead as we get towards the halfway point of this ball game. It is in there from McGean. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sam Matisich so far tonight 0 for 1, but does have an RBI along with a strikeout. That was his one at bat. Besides the sacrifice fly, which according to the baseball rule book does not go down as an at bat, but only as a plate appearance. He is awarded the run batted in, and his batting average is not affected. 2 balls, 2 strikes here with nobody out. Matisich swings and hits one off the foot of pitcher Michael McGean. Or not Michael, excuse me. Gannon McGean. It is off his heel. Kicks over to the first base side. And Matisich reaches safely. A base hit for Sam Matisich. Hit it hard. Got lucky on the bounce. And Gannon McGean is talking with the trainer and his coach about whether he should stay out there after being drilled in the foot with a foul ball or with a ball in play like that, as Timber the mascot is going crazy behind home plate. Maybe not the time. He does appear to be okay. He's going to throw a couple pitches to make sure he's okay. It's Jordan Daniels here, the top of the order, as Gannon McGean is okay. That is a pickoff attempt. He is not in time to get the runner. The runner is back in time. Sam Matisich. Jordan Daniels awaiting the pitch. It is up high. 1-0. Daniels 0 for 2 tonight. One of those outs a strikeout, the other one a putout. Matisic leading off of first. The left-hander looks at him, goes to the plate. Daniels right field line, trailing towards the wall. It had the distance, but could not stay fair. The count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. One and one. That's outside. It's a back pick attempt on Matisic. He is back in there safely. And the count moves to 2 and 1. That is outside. Ball 3 now to Jordan Daniels. Hit a deep fly ball down the right field line earlier this at bat. Couldn't keep it fair, but had the pop. It is 3 and 1. Daniels watches down low. Ball 4. Walks with nobody out. There is now runners on first and second. Lefties a chance to add on to this sizable lead. Looking for some insurance here against the Portland Pickles.
College, number 13, Carter Enoch.
Enoch awaits the first pitch. The catcher watches right down Broadway for strike 1. Oh and 1. Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Lefties sitting comfortable here in a rubber match of a 3-game series. A win tonight would even out their record to 3-3 on the young West Coast League season. It is 1 and 1 to Carter Enoch. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike now. Gannon McGeen has pitched 1 inning, struck out 1 batter. And his pitch count is approaching 20. That's lined down the right field line, a base hit. And it just goes foul, actually, rules the home plate umpire. It tailed towards the line, looked like it touched white there. And baseball rulebook, if it kicks up any chalk down the lines of the outfield, it is a fair ball. Called foul. That would have scored Sam Matisic from second base. Possibly. It was trailing pretty softly. And the count is now 2 and 2 on the lefties catcher, Carter Enoch. 2 very, what would have been rewarding fly balls down the right field line, each just going foul. See if Enoch can keep this fair. Instead, it's a wave and a miss. In the dirt, first base is occupied, so there is no throw down. And that is the second strikeout of Gannon McGeen's day.
The first baseman from Wright State University, number 24, Ethan Wood.
Now here comes Ethan Wood. We'll flash back here to the 4th inning, last inning. Just 4 outs ago, when Ethan Wood hit a solo home run to put the lefties up 6-1. He launched one that was hit a mile up in the air, just crept over the right field fence. A fly ball that got some carry. You have line drive home runs, and you have fly ball home runs. This was definitely the latter, was hit way up in the air. The second one of the homestand for this Port Angeles Lefties offense, and a very good sign. Ethan Wood watches this one down and in for a ball, 2-1. McGeehan working from a 7-1 deficit. Down low, ball 3. 3-1 now. To the power hitting first baseman, Ethan Wood. Not the first time I've uttered those words tonight. Last time I said it, he drove one over the wall. 3-1 here. The green light pitch. This is where he did it last time. The pitch on the way. Taken down low. Ball 4. And that loads the bases here with only one man out for the home run hitter in game 1 of this series.
The third baseman from Centralia College, number 30,
Caleb Campbell. Bases loaded for Campbell. The first pitch taken just up high. Looked close. And we are now looking at a 1-0 count for Caleb Campbell. He got the call. It's 1-0. It swung on and missed. 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out to Caleb Campbell. Only has one hit this series. That is grounded softly to the left side. He'll pick it up, scoop it to the plate. Luke Kovac on the play. Records the second out of the inning. A heads-up play there from Kovac. 2 gone here in the inning now. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Nathan Huey.
Designated hitter, number 34, Nathan Huey.
Huey had the infield single to shortstop in the bottom of the first inning. Scored Carter Enoch and gave the Lefties what would be 2-0 lead at that point. The first pitch is fouled back. Would follow with a Caden Young single to center field where both runs scored, including Campbell and Ethan Wood. The 1-0. Waved at and missed. That was the 0-1. Pardon. And it is now 0-2 to Nathan Huey. Huey is 2 for 3. He's got 2 hits tonight. One of them driving in a run. He's got the opportunity to do it here. Strike 3 called on the outer edge. The Lefties strand the bases loaded. And they leave opportunity on the base pass to expand their 7-1 lead. Hopefully for them, it is comfortable enough right now as it is, but you never like to see the bases stranded loaded. We go to the 6th inning, and the Lefties lead 7-1. Top of the 6th inning, more than halfway through this ball game. The Lefties cruising with a 7-run lead, and it's a new arm on the mound for Port Angeles, a right-handed Connor Weiss from Centralia College. That's where he played this spring. Fouled back. Weiss this season threw 30 1/3 innings for Centralia. Gave up 26 hits, 16 earned runs, and had an ERA of 4.75. Strike 3 called, a breaking ball right on the outside edge. Weiss, 3 pitches thrown, 1 strikeout. Way to kick off his day here in the top of the 6th inning.
The shortstop, number 50, Branson Hong.
Now it's Branson Hong, the shortstop for the Pickles tonight. That is in there for a strike. 1-0. Gets ahead. 4 pitches, 4 strikes here out of the bullpen for Connor Weiss. The 0-1 on the way. Strike called. A breaking ball on the outer edge. It is 0-2 now. And an excellent start to the inning for Connor Weiss. Here's the 0-2 to Hong. Swinging a line shot into center field, trailing in front of Matisic and dropping for a base hit. Branson Hong breaks up the streak of 5 straight strikes and gets on the bags here with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning.
The right fielder, number 29, M.D. Connor.
M.D. Connor into center field. Matisic sitting under it. It was hard hit, but right at Matisic out there in center. Got off throw is hit, and Hong remains at first base. So now, after M.D. Connor lines out to center field, Braden Reese comes in, the catcher for the Portland Pickles tonight.
Catcher, number 18, Braden Reese.
Lefties have scored 7 runs twice in this series. Once in game 1 in a 7-0 victory. And today, making it 7-1. As the first pitch is in there for a strike. Still a lot of ball game left to go. We are in the top of the 6th inning here. That's fouled off, trailing and out of play towards the right side. 0 balls, 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken up high and away. He's been ahead 0-2 in every count he's been in so far today. As that is shot right up above the plate. Keeps the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. Called strike 3, the second strikeout for Connor Weiss, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Lefties cruising with a 7-run lead. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning here. To kick things off, it is the left fielder, Caden Young. He watches the first pitch up high and bounces out of the glove of catcher Braden Reese. And it is a 1-0 count. Nearly 2/3 of the way through this ball game here in Port Angeles. As that pitch is swung on and missed, it's 0-2 now. Or excuse me, 1-1. That's up high. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Caden Young looking to kick things off in the bottom of the 6th inning here with a bang. A base hit here would be very nice for momentum. Keep the bats moving. Ground ball, left side, and it is booted by third baseman Luke Kovac. Young reaches safely, and an error for the Portland Pickles, their first of the night.
The second baseman from Portland University, number 25, Brady Sprague.
Now it's Brady Sprague. First pitch in there to Sprague, a strike. Oh and 1. Grounded, right side, foul. Assistant coach Julio Vasquez makes a motion like he's right back at third base for the Port Angeles Lefties. He was 2 years ago. Now returns as an assistant coach. He's the first base coach for the Lefties today and yesterday. It is 0-2 to Brady Sprague. And a wave and a miss. Brady Sprague down on strikes. The first strikeout and the first out of the inning. We had a sound effects trail on for a little bit long there. And so the charge sound played right as the pitch was delivered. The first pitch to George Smith, not in there. A ball, 1-0. It's back. And the throw gets away. So, the runner advances to second, Caden Taylor. Excuse me. I keep saying the wrong Caden. Caden Taylor is the second baseman for the Portland Pickles. Caden Young is the Fordham kid in left field for the Port Angeles Lefties. Young advances to second base on the botched pickoff attempt. And it's a 1-0 count here still to Smith. This time, pitch is delivered, waved out and missed. He tried to take that pitch a mile. Instead, the count moves to 1-1. Matisic on deck. Smith, fly ball, right side, trailing and gets foul. The Lefties working on 10 hits tonight. A fantastic offensive performance and something that they certainly like to see this early in the season. The bats this prominent in the first home series of the year. 7 runs in the first game. They got shut out last night. 7 more right now. And looking for more. Only in the 6th inning here. 1-2 to George Smith. Pitch on the way, and strike 3 called. Smith stands there and relishes the moment for a second. A very good breaking ball just gets across the edge, the inside edge for strike 3, and that'll bring up Sam Matisich. Matisich 1 for 2 tonight. And the sac fly. The first pitch outside to him. A fastball misses the zone, a ball. 1-0 with 2 out here in the inning. Lefties looking to capitalize with the runner on second after the missed pickoff attempt. Ground ball shot down the left field line, but foul. And it is 1-1. One ball, one strike to Sam Matisich here. 2 gone in the inning. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Young back to second base after the wave and miss from Matisich. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes now. One and 2 to Matisich. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He's tagged on the drop third on his way to first. We are through 6 innings, and the Lefties lead 7-1. We'll be back after the break. So we are back here now in the top of the 7th inning of this ball game. We are really getting along here tonight. Just past 8:40 p.m. in the top of the 7th inning. That is shot to the opposite field gap, trailing and making the grab out there in left field after a shaky adjustment is Caden Young. And there's 1 gone after 1 pitch. It was shot to the opposite field gap, had a little bit of carry on it, but Young got there and turned to make the grab. It's Weiss on looking, and Weiss misses there for a ball, 1-0. Connor Weiss on the bump for the Port Angeles Lefties. It is still Gannon McGeen, or was still Gannon McGeen. There is action in the Pickles bullpen, however. A right-hander. Two balls, no strikes, one gone in the inning. Trevor Busby working and check swings. No appeal. He does not go around. 3 balls, no strikes here. Connor Weiss attempting to battle back here in a 3-0 count. Busby awaits. Strike 1 called. Was taking just to take there, and it was right down Broadway for strike 1. Three and one. 1 out. Busby, here's the green light pitch from Weiss. Swung on, and he tried to replicate Ethan Wood's solo home run to right center. Would be able to as a left-hander. Could not make contact. It's still 3-2. Excuse me, it is now 3-2. With 1 out in the inning. Pitch on the way. Just below the zone. Ball 4. And after a strike call that maybe should not have happened in a 3-0 count, he gets the base anyway. Ball 4. Lefties with a comfortable 7-1 lead at the moment. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Mac Evans. Pitch on the way. Down low. Back pick attempt not in time. Excuse me. That was called a strike on the outer edge. 0-1. To Mac Evans. He shoots one down the left field line, but it is out of play, foul. 0-2 now to the center fielder of the Portland Pickles. Connor Weiss asks for a new ball out on the bump, throws the old one into the lefty's dugout and receives his request. It is an 0-2 count. Jordan Daniels shifting from right field towards right center, getting off the line a little bit for a right-handed shift. Sam Matisich shifted to the left in center field. Strike 3 called on a breaking ball, breaking right back over the middle of the zone. And Weiss earns his 3rd strikeout of the evening. Now it's Grafton Stroop. Grounded left side. It is Smith at shortstop, but it is off his glove and into the outfield. He does collect it. Mixed with some frustration, tosses it back to Connor Weiss on the mound. And there's runners on first and second here after the error. And here's Kyle Mamarian. First pitch to him from Weiss is down low a ball. 1-0 now. One and 0, 2 out. Mamarian looking to claw back into this ball game. A homer puts him within 3. Makes it a save situation again. We are in the top of the 7th inning. That pitch fouled back. 2 balls and 1 strike now to the left fielder of the Portland Pickles. Two and one, 2 out. Mamarian waiting, takes. It is just off the plate, down and in. 3-1. To the left fielder. Mamarian got the start last night in the Pickles lineup. Went 0 for 3, but did walk. Struck out twice. Weiss trying to battle back here. Here it comes. 3-1. Down in the dirt, ball 4. Pickles have some traffic here, and the Lefties need to strand this runner here. It is pitching coach Colby Schuber out of the dugout to have a conversation with Connor Weiss. Calm him down a little bit and make sure the Lefties stay out in front here.
The second baseman, number 2, Caden Taylor.
Now it is Caden Taylor. And man, I keep confusing with the left fielder of the Port Angeles Lefties, Caden Young. They share a first name. However, they do not share handedness. Young is a right-hander, and the left-hander, Caden Taylor, takes inside for a ball. 1-0. Weiss trying to battle back here. He is working from behind, 1-0. That is just down low for a ball. Now 2 balls and no strikes. We're looking, the Lefties here, for any hole out. Weiss wants a pop-up, ground out, strikeout. As that is in there, no matter how much Caden Taylor tries to sell it with the hip turn. It did catch the inside edge of the strike zone. Just barely. It's 2-1. That is not there. Just missed inside, and Weiss is in danger here. 3-1 count to Caden Taylor. He's 0 for 3 tonight, has struck out twice. Has a good chance to put bat on ball right here. Popped up. Left side of the infield. It is out of play. Campbell was trailing over to it at third base towards the wall. Did not get there. And it gets out of play. (7-1) ball game. Popped up. This time might stay in. Caden Campbell, left side, reaches up, makes the grab against the wall at the left side of the infield in foul territory. And the Lefties finish 7 defensive innings with 1 run allowed. It has been great pitching all series for the Port Angeles Lefties. No runs allowed in the first game. 3 last night. They did get shut out. And, of course, tonight, 1 run on 2 hits that they did not start racking up until the 4th inning. We'll be back in the bottom of the 7th inning after the break. Port Angeles having a great night tonight. Pinch hitter, Port Angeles native Luke Floodstrom. Graduated from Port Angeles High School 2 years back. And is in the game for the Lefties right now. Watches the first pitch below the zone for a ball, 1-0. One and 0. Nobody out. In a 7-1 ball game, Floodstrom watches that one outside. Two and 0. Waved at and missed. A healthy hack there from Floodstrom, relishing the game time he is receiving. Two and 1. Lined left side. Hot. Line drive at the shortstop. Easily makes the grab over there. Branson Hong. It was hit hard off the bat, but Floodstrom lines out. That'll bring up
Number 13,
Carter Enoch.
Carter Enoch.
That's down low to Enoch, the first pitch of ball. Ethan Wood still on deck. No substitution pending there. I would doubt it after he hit a solo homer back in the 4th inning. It's 2-0 now. Sun mostly below the horizon here in Port Angeles, Washington. Shadows done being cast over the infield of Civic Field, as that is inside 3-0. It is purely the floodlights here at Civic Field. Three and 0. Inside runs and gets Enoch right on the front arm. He wears it and trots his way over to first base. The Lefties have a runner here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning.
A first baseman from Wright State University, number 24, Ethan Wood.
Ethan Wood steps in. If you've been watching, you know what he did earlier this ball game. Wood hit a solo shot out to right center to make this game 6-1 all the way back in the 4th inning. They then cashed in another run on a Sam Matisich sac fly. Excuse me, the sac fly was in the 3rd. But they did cash in another run, making it 7-1. They've been sitting there since the 4th inning. Pinch hitter on deck, Madanako. Skied. Shallow center field. Fighting for the ball, but it is Mac Evans who calls it off. Madanako is now the batter hitting for Caleb Campbell.
Now batting for your Port Angeles Lefties.
He will be playing third base.
Matt
Akko played third last night, so it's just a simple substitution. Akko awaits the first pitch with Enoch on first and 2 out. The first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Fastball catches the zone. A new arm on the mound for the Pickles this inning, Colton Sylvester. And another pinch hitter on deck for the Port Angeles Lefties. If Akko reaches base, it will be Landon Roy. Roy on deck. 0-2 count. Ground ball right side. It's through for a base hit. Enoch getting the stop sign held up at second base, but it is first and second after the base hit from Matanako. A pinch hit knock. That'll bring up the first baseman, Landon Roy.
Now batting for your Port Angeles Lefties, number 46.
He's pinch hitting as the designated hitter for who was Nathan Huey. And the Port Angeles native Jordan Shumway on deck. 0-1 count to the designated hitter Landon Roy. It's in there for a strike.
Yes, Shumway.
0-2 with 2 outs. Roy looking for an opportunity to get on base here in his first step out of the homestand. Instead, it's in the dirt, and it is 1-2 now. It gets away from him behind the plate, and both runners advance. Strike 3 called. That sits down Roy, and that's the end of the inning. We now go to the 8th, where the Lefties do have a 6-run lead, and they are holding on to it. They've been holding on to it since the 2nd inning. It's been a great night for Lefties pitching. We'll be back after the break. So the lefties have a new bump on the mound in the top of the 8th inning. It is the two-way player, Garrett Patterson. He had both catching and pitching appearances for Citrus College in the spring and the Port Angeles Lefties last year. This is a returning season for him. He caught last night and now is on the mound here in the 8th inning. Pitching with a comfortable lead, facing Branson Hong here. Patterson. Set. First pitch. That's a fastball right in there. Down Broadway for a strike. 0-1. Patterson caught last night. Enoch tonight. That's in there as well for a strike. 0-2. One and two, excuse me. Patterson set. And fires. Fouled away. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Garrett Patterson kicks things off with a swinging strikeout on an off-speed changeup down and away. A gross pitch from Garrett Patterson to kick things off in his first Lefties pitching appearance this summer. Pink sky appearing behind Civic Field as the first pitch from Patterson, that time in the dirt, 1-0. One grounded over to second. Backhand and a throw not in time by the second baseman, Brady Sprague. Would have been an incredible play if he got there. Backhanded, turned around and did a spinning throw, but it did not have enough juice on it to get him at first. MD Connor reaches safely. And now Braden Reese. Braden Reese awaiting the first pitch. Instead, it's a pickoff attempt to first base, not in time. Madanako replacing Nathan Huey, Landon Roy replacing Nathan Huey as the designated hitter. Madanako replacing Campbell at third base. It is fouled away. The count 0-1. No balls, one strike here to Braden Reese. Pickles trying to rally back late. But looks to be pretty bleak here for the Pickles late in this one. It is 7-1 as we start counting outs here for what would be a monumentous series win for the Lefties as a back pick attempt gets into right field. So Floodstrom goes to cut it off. Instead, it is Sprague reaching from second base faster. The pitch a ball, 2-1. Reese with a runner in scoring position now in MD Connor. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the base umpire. And now It is 2-2 with 1 out in the inning. Chance for the Pickles to start clawing back here. MD Connor leading off at second base. Garrett Patterson comes set, looking for his second strikeout. Curveball misses down low and away. It's 3-2. Count is full now. 1 out here in the 8th. And the 3-2. Swung on, fouled back. Popped away. The count remains full. Patterson looking to win the battle of an at-bat and secure the second strikeout of his appearance. Comes set. Looks at Connor on second. Lifts the leg. Comes to the plate. It's fouled back. Three balls and 2 strikes here with 1 out. Once again, after another foul ball. Reese, a tough out here, making Patterson throw him something he wants. Here's the full count pitch again, fouled away again. A long at bat here for Braden Reese. This should be pitch number 9. Pitch on the way to Reese. Up high. Reese wins the battle, draws a walk in a lengthy at-bat. And in now comes Sam Bayless.
24, Sam Bayless.
Bayless first at bat of the series here. Fouls it back. And away, 0-1. Oh and 1 with 1 out here. Sam Bayless. Did he go the appeal down to second base? Yes, he did. 0-2 now. Garrett Patterson working ahead. Wants a new ball. No balls, 2 strikes here to Bayless, the pinch hitter. From the right side, Patterson kicks, fires, off speed, stopped away by Enoch behind the plate. Patterson looking on, gets his sign, motions to the catcher with his hand to keep cycling. He wants a different sign. Here's the 1-2. It is fastball called. Strike 3 on the outer edge. Second strikeout for Garrett Patterson and the second out of the inning. That will bring up left-hander Trevor Busby. Busby takes first pitch fastball in for a strike, 0-1. The pinch hitter, Sam Bayless, was for first baseman Tanner Johns. This is Trevor Busby with Mac Evans on deck, the center fielder. The 0-1 taken in there just off the plate for a ball, 1-1. TrackMan had that one in the zone. But a different verdict from the umpire. That one much clearer, a ball up high, 2-1. Two and one here to Busby. Awaiting the pitch. Swung on, hit hard down the right field line, but foul. And now 2 strikes with 2 outs. Pickles still threatening. They've had traffic a few times this game. Had the bases loaded at one point. It's 2-2 here with 2 out for Garrett Patterson. Busby, the left-hander, awaits the pitch. Here it is. Swung on, hit into center field, given a charge. Matisic to his right, trailing, makes the grab, and that will do it for the top of the 8th inning. We go to the bottom half where the lefties look for a little bit of insurance before having to close this thing out in the top of the 9th. We'll be back after the break. So with a new arm out on the mound, the lefties send out Jordan Shumway to pinch hit for Caden Young. As that's outside and gets away to the backstop. Anderson Tordoff in to pitch for the Portland Pickles. A right-hander. And his first appearance of the series, waved at and missed from Shumway. Much better of a pitch than the first one we saw this at bat. It is in there for a strike, 1-1. Pitch in the way. Ground ball to short. And the throw from the shortstop, Brandon Hung, is in time for the first out of the inning. It'll go from Shumway now to Wyatt Moeller, who's pinch hitting for Brady Sprague and playing second base. First pitch in there to Moeller, strike 1. Slider gets across the zone. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the inning to Wyatt Moeller. Curveball does not find the zone, just a bit high. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out here to Wyatt Moeller. That pitch up high as well, can't find the zone. And the lefties trying to create a little bit of insurance here in the bottom of the 8th inning before they go out and pitch the 9th. No action in the lefties' bullpen likely means Garrett Patterson will be the man on the bump for the 9th inning. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Wyatt Moeller after the check swing. And here's the pitch to Moeller. Curveball taken into left field, base hit. He sat back, adjusted, and took it into left field. Wyatt Moeller gets on with 1 out. A good piece of 2-strike hitting there. Sitting fastball and adjusting, able to turn on the curveball, send it into left field. That right there made every high school coach smile. George Smith in with 1 out, and Moeller leading off first base down the left field line. It is a foul ball. That was hit hard down the left field line, could not keep it fair, and that is 3 foul balls tonight that have just tailed towards the foul side of the line and would have been very impactful if they did stay fair. 2 of them were in the 4th inning. A Jordan Daniels home run that went foul, and what would have been an RBI single at least for Caden Taylor. Now George Smith with a chance at a double. It cannot stay fair. Here's the 0-1 on the way. It catches the zone just barely on the inside part. It is 0-2. Anderson Tordiff. He's recorded 1 out. Right-hander with a good curveball. The 0-2. There it is again. Catches the outside part of the zone. A good pitch there from Tordiff. Sits down George Smith. And that will bring up the center fielder, a pinch hitter, Wes Lynch. Lynch played center field last night. Another simple substitution. And Lynch last night 0 for 1, then was later replaced by Carter Enoch and then Sam Matisich defensively. He also drew a walk. Here in a 1-0 count, looks to get a base hit, maybe right up the middle. A 1-1 count after the curveball catches the top of the zone. And as the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Tordiff has thrown that curveball many times so far this inning, and it has not faltered him once. 1-1. It's up high, 2-1. That was another curveball. Let's see if he sticks with it here. He rips a fastball, but it stays below the plate. 3-1. 2 outs in the inning. Lynch trying to keep things alive here. For the on-deck hitter, Luke Floodstrom. 3-1. Swing and a miss. A healthy hack there, and it's 3-2 now with 2 gone. Lynch tried to expand the lead by 2 runs. Instead, it's a second strike. 3-2, 2 out. Runner on first will be off with the pitch. There he goes. 3-2. Curveball. Strike three called at the bottom of the zone. And the Lefties will now go to the top of the ninth inning with a 6-run lead. It'll be Garrett Patterson hopping the line over there to first base. And we will see you after the break for a top of the ninth inning where the Lefties attempt to hold a 6-run lead. It's Garrett Patterson to kick things off in the top of the ninth inning. And that is up high as well. It's ball 2. That's in there, 2-1. Ground ball, shortstop. And the throw from George Smith in time for the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 4, Grafton Straup.
It is Grafton Straup now with 1 gone in the inning. It is 1-0. And that is down low. That's waved at and missed. Makes it 2-1 here. That is shot to left field. It goes foul. It's 3-2. Called. Strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. 2 gone here in the 9th inning. Garrett Patterson collects another strikeout. And now looks to close it out here in the top of the 9th inning. 1 out away, Port Angeles Lefties. Strike 1 called. And the count goes to 1-1 now. Three balls, 1 strike here. Just up high, ball 4. Patterson loses him. And there's a runner on first now. That was Zach Blair with the walk.
The second baseman, number 2.
And in steps the second baseman, Caden Taylor, the left-hander. It's a 1-0 count to Caden Taylor. Strike called on the lower outside edge. The count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike here with 2 outs. Garrett Patterson. Ahead 1-2, looking, swung on, fouled back towards the left side. One and two. 2 outs here. And swung on and missed. And I thought it was a foul ball. He missed it. And a strikeout to end the game for Garrett Patterson. The Lefties win it 7-1. A dominant performance in both of their wins this series. In Game 1, a shutout 7-0 win. Today, 7-1. It goes final. The Lefties take charge and win this ball game.
Your final score.
And they take it out from the Pickles. A 2-1 series win. And they even out on the season to 3-3. Winning pitcher started the ball game for the Port Angeles Lefties. Of course, it was Tim Hudson. He went 5 innings, gave up 1 hit, and that was in the 5th. Had 4 no-hit innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 of them looking 18 batters faced, 1 double. 6 flyouts, 4 groundouts, and a total of 76 pitches. Finishes today with a 1.8 ERA. An all-around solid job from all of the pitching side of the Port Angeles Lefties ball game tonight.
We hope you enjoyed this.
Along with Connor Weiss, who went 2 innings, and Garrett Patterson, who went 2 innings as well. 4 combined hits against this Lefties pitching staff tonight. 10 strikeouts over 35 batters faced, just 8 above the minimum. They've allowed 1 extra base hit, the double off of Tim Hudson in the 5th inning. And a series win over the Portland Pickles puts the Lefties back at 3-3 and 500 on the season. This ball game has come to a close, and so has the series. The Lefties are 3-3 on the year, and they return tomorrow night to Civic Field at 6:35 p.m. to face off against, as I fact check here, the Ridgefield Raptors for a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. The Sunday, of course, is a afternoon game, a 1:35 start. But a series win here to open things at home for the Port Angeles Lefties, and a very solid one at that. They allowed just 4 runs all series while scoring 14. They had 12 hits tonight. A very solid day of work for the Port Angeles Lefties, and they will be back tomorrow. Until then, my name is Mason McLean, and my name is Mason McLean, and with the rest of the Lefties press box, we wish you a good night.